How's it going, everybody? It's your boy Universal Veteran here again with another video. I am going to be playing a new game. Give me one second. It's Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. I've been wanting to play this game for a while, and I managed to actually get it. So we are going to be playing it and seeing what it's like. I've never seen any of the videos of it. I've seen like maybe one or two a few months ago, but nothing of substantial. Nothing of significance. So let's see how it actually works. Fucking love Warhammer 40k. That's all I listen to in my audiobooks. It has nothing but Warhammer 40k. So I'm really excited to play this. I'm gonna make sure this is going good. Fuck yeah, it sounds great. Ooh, I'm excited. Sounds great. Very small percentage. Okay, epilepsy. Boo. We had developers trying to improve our to this. We need information. Yep. Take up the mantle of a rogue trader, the scene of an ancient dynasty of darling privateers that reign over the trade protectorate, and explore the fringes of the known galaxy. Darkness looms over the bloodline of Van Valkunis as it faces multiple threats from within its own ranks and without it, as countless enemies seek to destroy the most daring and brave agents of humanity. It's up to you to hold the reins of the Shattered Protectorate and forge a new path for the Von Valkunis dynasty, currently finding itself in a vortex of wars, intrigues, calamities, and heresy. The stakes are high and rise even higher as you cross paths of terrifying, powerful, and ambitious adversities in the path of the Coronis Expanse. Unfair. So we're going to go for story. We're just gonna go story. I want it for the story, not the... Ooh. Darius. Death World. Military traditions. Extra Militar and Commander. Primary Fighter Forge. Ballistic skill. Ooh, he's a commissar. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh. What the fuck? Let's see. Why do they all look like guys? Fuck it. That works. Hair. You know, we might go sororitas. Because, I mean, why the fuck not? You know? On the back. I can't see that. Augmetics. Whoa. You really can't see her augmetics at all. Her fucking nose. Most of these are like...
I did fine.
Let the macro cannons sing their deadly litany.
Keep your wits about you.
We need to investigate. I'll mention this triumph in my...
Empyrean, take this sacrifice. Let the bodies pile!
Oh.
Ruinous favor prevails. The battleground beckons.
Willpower and let's see, Death World, agility, strength, toughness, intelligence -5. Fellowship. Here to find a way to approach gathering of a social. Why are all the fellowship -5? Yeah, I'll do an Imperial world. It is one of the million planets united by the belief in the immortal God Emperor hailing from the hyper-technology society, grim feudal population. Yep. Imperial world. Agility, intelligence, perception, willpower, fellowship. Pure world characteristics can select any characteristics except for weapon skill or ballistic skill and add a +10 bonus. It seems like I'm gonna need the strength is useless, toughness useless, agility might be good. do intelligence. A noble. I'm a storm priest. Plus lore, warp, toughness, willpower. You kill it, you protect me, you are next, you go on, you do something. Willpower, lore, Imperium. Let's do a noble. Apex of Brilliance, your strongest perseverance plus persuasion. Feats of greatness. No. Darkest Hour. The mysterious tome that was discovered in your family library exacted a terrible toll on your mind. Lore warp. Band of Shame. You are a bastard, an old member of the family that immediately turned victim. You were kidnapped for ransom and your captors mistreated you up until the moment you were... Oh. Let's see. An operative uses intelligence perception to find and exploit weaknesses of the enemy defensive. That sounds like a good idea. Everything else is at... Whatever, fuck it, I don't know. Sensalia. Let's do it. Never played this. Don't know what the fuck to expect. But we're gonna find out. I'm just hoping with the intelligence and the perception that I have, I'm able to use that to my benefit somehow. I'm not quite sure, but I'm hoping with higher intelligence, I'm able to discern shit a lot easier. I don't know. I don't know what it's used for, so I guess we'll fucking find out if my choices were the correct one or not.
An excellent place for contemplation. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity.
Select a reply by clicking on the pressing cord. One has the best view of them.
That is the purpose of all temples to the God Emperor, to inspire awe and reverence. For it is the duty of his servants to persevere in their tireless service until they are presented with a chance to give a very life for the master of humanity. Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad Voigtveer, Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship Rogue Trader Theodora von Valencias. At your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before.
You can hover your cursor over highlighted words to learn about what they can do. Oh.
My regards, mistress. Or should I say, von Valencias, scion of a blessed rogue trader house in the service of the Imperium. Perhaps this kinship came as a shock to you, understandably so, given that all evidence of the connection was lost in the generations separating you and Lord Captain Theodora. It required no small effort on the part of Her Ladyship's servants to discover and verify this blood tie, which has now made you one of the heirs of this dynasty. But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far.
Yeah, I bet.
The Lord Captain and Master Edelthrad von Valencias are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
And dialogue. Remove your character. A symbol will appear and your character will move towards it. The spot you choose an unacceptable symbol will appear.
There'll be no peace in my wake.
Oh. Interactable objects. Some object can be marked in a special way. They're marked on the spot. Oh. Where the fuck did he go? Copy of the one of the Lex Imperialis, okay.
one of the Fon Valencia's trophy rooms. Perhaps you would like to take a look around after your audience with the Lord Captain.
Yes, please. I'm sure I can find some juicy shit in here.
What's happening? Run! The servitors have gone berserk!
Into the fray we charge.
Shit. To survive in the Grimdark Safari, you will have to face enemies of all kinds. Fight for your life. The sense of turtle, familiar size. As the battle begins. Oh shit. Movement and combat. All battles in the games are turn-based and take place on a grid. On their turn, the character can move, attack, and use their ability. Select a cell within the highlighted area and double-click it to move the character there. Movement points determines how far a character can move on their turn. Okay. 1p corresponds to one cell in the battlefield. Moving. Okay. Every second die cell costs 2 MP at the restore the maximum value. Okay. Make the actions and use abilities in combat. A character must spend action points or AP to the total as displayed on the panel. To attack, first click. Okay. Certain abilities in the game are considered attack action will be used once per turn.
A genius at work.
When you're ready to end your turn, press space or click the end turn button. Hi, kitties. Get off. No, I said it.
Schemes. Oh, a predictable downfall.
Leave it all on a day like
What suspiciously poor timing for such an accident. Servitors malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and her heirs are gathered here. I
Yep.
have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan. I'm afraid I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of
fuck
these
off.
orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It is just at the end of this corridor.
the Master of Whispers gives you a curt vow. You can open up the map by country gun constructed with the blessing of the Abdeptus Mechanics using a standard template construct and the manufacturer. Numerous battle tank. Or bonus hit on here and avoiding even looking at you. Fuck! Go away! Go.
One step at a time, amidst the madness.
Limited to the Von Dynasty. Oh.
That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide. Practically an admission of heresy.
Then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation. No worse than my seneschal could have done. Make a decision. What will you do with Ion 6, Edelthrad?
Your first impression of Edelthrad, who appears to be about 30 years old, is of parchment-like skin stretched over a tightly bundled mass of sinew, implants, and bone. The nervously twitching finger, the face twitched by a slight tick, and the jerky movements are all signs of some illness or defect that has been taken over his physical form. In stark contrast to Edelthrad, Theodore von Vaculis' features appear as if they were carved from marble, eternal and indestructible. Head raised high, proud posture, hands clasped casually behind her back. Everything seems to emphasize the difference in status between her and Edelthrad. Behind the two of them, you see two more men. One in a gray-haired officer of an impeccable bearing who is studying the context. Where? Of data site. Other is the listening with a bolster. Him.
Our second candidate has joined us. Approach and give me your answer.
Force you to look at the rogue trader as looking straight at you, and her gaze, like herself, as predatory and oppressive. Send her approach and give me your answer.
Consider this hypothetical situation. Ion 6. A new world on the fringes of the Coronis expanse. High seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of fancy, you might say, but attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crew sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with this poisoned treasure?
Alright. Those spirits could well be the natives' name for dangerous aliens. I would first verify if that is indeed the case, and if the population of Fana engages in Xeno worship. Warp. There are ways to confirm whether what is happening on Vines is witchcraft or not. It might cost several psychers to do so, but it will give us an answer. Why should I concern myself with making this decision? I always have servants on hand to whom I can delegate matters such as this, just as you have delegated it to me. These reports of spiritual sound like evidence of heresy. However, I would put my interests first. No matter what means I would have to use, the riches of Vaughn would be mine. Ooh! Damn! If your character is traveling with allies, the party member with the highest score as Apple skill is selected for the gift. I do not know. What kind of bullshit answer is that? Let's see. There are ways to confirm whether what is happening is witchcraft or not. It may cost several psychers to do so, but will give us the answer. Now, it will cost several psychers, but is it worth her? She seems like a person who values money over anything. That's a stupid fucking answer. That one.
Thorough, but presumptuous. It took me a great deal to find one psyker who could serve me well for many years. Yet you speak of several.
Sanctioned psychers are rare and valuable instruments of the Golden Throne. Or do you suggest that we use heretics, who are an offense to the God Emperor's light? It would be rather careless of you to utter such profanity in the presence of his faithful servants.
Servants of the god, light and lady, does it become any one of our statues to engage in petty feuds? I find your tone most disagreeable, and that you will kindly alter the manner in which you address me, or else you will live to regret the consequences.
Insolent, ignorant upstart. How dare you?
Edelthrad, I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain to me then why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officers' deck, instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview.
I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I well forgot the time.
Val ceremoniously and takes his leave without sparing you another look. Yeah, bitch, you better leave.
So, why are you here?
I do not know just yet. I hope you...
You have ceded the opening that was offered to you in a woeful display of meekness. Admittedly, this tendency is equally strong in all who toil in the Emperor's service. Immutable hierarchy, absolute obedience, lickspittlery, compulsion to please. I value none of these things. From the moment my envoys came for you, the terms of your existence changed. My name is Theodora von Valancius Massimo of Scaris. I am a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor of humanity, and my rights and freedoms are vindicated by a most sacred relic. The warrant of trade, kept aboard this very vessel. Mine is the honor to venture into the darkness, beyond the Imperium, and carry humanity's light where powers wicked and heretical reign, and bow death and ruin to us all. It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find thereon. Resources, people, riches, and mysteries, is mine by right. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you are one of those with von Valancius blood in their veins and a rightful claim to this inheritance when the hour comes. Naturally, some have yet to arrive on board, but you have had the pleasure of meeting one of them. Edelthrad may be somewhat disconcerted by the scale of the responsibilities that may potentially fall upon his shoulders. However, I have a good feeling about him as a candidate. Blood right alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful. If not for the role of Lord Captain, then for that of their closest ally. Alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share your blood. Kunrad Voitvir served me for many years before he made his mistake.
If you are satisfied with it, then what sense is there in having this conversation? Why are you wasting your time on me?
Impatience. I am rather fond of impatient people. They are not as quick to resign themselves to circumstance and more eager to show initiative. Even if I do choose Edelthrad as my successor, I will still require loyal advisors. The skills and knowledge you acquired in your former life may prove invaluable here, in the Coronis Expanse. Your noble descent is a sign that power lives in your very flesh and blood. You would never doubt your words or actions. Never show weakness. Never let an involuntary gesture or a careless word betray your fears or agitation. At least, if your upbringing was as thorough as mine was in my time, many will grovel at your feet. Governors, commanders, highborn navigators, conceited lords. And you cannot allow them to sense weakness in the one who stands above them. Moreover, your remarkable mental abilities were noted in your profile. If you can find a way to exhibit them in the service of the von Valancius dynasty, well, so much the better. His kinship to me is most distant, as is yours. Nonetheless, he does bear the name von Valancius, even if he avoids using it publicly, and as such, strictly speaking, can be considered my heir. That door, however, is closed to him. Voigtvir's performance in his current role is satisfactory. Or it used to be, at least. Oh, yes. You would be, wouldn't you? The question is, am I ready to choose you over the rest? You came aboard hours before the warp jump, and have not yet distinguished yourself in any way. As things currently stand, I have doubts that you are suitable for the role of rogue trader. I have some time before the Navigator gives the signal to initiate the Void ship's translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge. The Rykad system, the domain of rogue trader Winterscale, one of my peers, and rivals. Besides me, 2 other rogue traders exist in the Coronis Expanse, and each of them possesses resources comparable to mine. Perhaps you will one day assist House von Valancius in surpassing both of them in affluence and splendor. I set the course for Rykad on the demand for a very specific reason. Perhaps I shall yet apprise you of the purpose for this voyage, but now is not the time. Observe, learn, absorb. It will take time for you to find your bearings aboard this vessel and in your new position. Eventually, I will find a post that suits you as I did for Edelthrad. Until that time comes, consider yourself my aide. Is that so? Perhaps the technomats were careless during maintenance. Or it could be the warp playing tricks on us in spite of the Gellerfield. Or perhaps there is something to all the stories about the ship being possessed after all.
Lady Theodora, for the God Emperor's sake, surely you do not intend to start repeating idle rumors spread about by uneducated riffraff.
Enough, Abelard. Such hearsay amuses me. Idira eagerly retells me everything she learns from the whispers of her unseen advisors. This ship is thousands of years old. It has enough hidden nooks, malfunctioning cogitators, and unused compartments to make ignorant folks speak of specters dwelling inside the bulkheads and plotting against those who yet live. In that case, I shall head to... Disturbances reported on the adjacent decks. Seneschal, if the need arises, protect the new blood. It is possible that the chance to prove your worth may present itself sooner than you may have anticipated.
Oh, fuck.
Another annoyance.
Come to chaos!
Determined by initiative roll. The order of turns displayed on the top left of the screen from top to the left.
Emperor, protect me.
Right then, I took care of this one.
Death to the heretics!
Damn!
I serve the ruinous powers! Out of my way!
Bitch! Use cover to avoid enemy shots.
Through the smoke and gunfire! Huh. What here? Fate claims another one.
Just landed a critical on that deal.
I am powerless to act.
Death to the weak! Chaos guides me!
Such is the will of chaos.
Another scar to my collection.
Damn!
Tried and tested tactics. Other one fewer ton. I took care of this one.
Weapon at the ready! Die!
War is my muse.
Death to non-believers!
I can handle this.
Shit. Oh yeah, they finally just fucking come in.
Mort, take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. Do not let a single whoreson survive.
To learn more about the effects you have gained, hover your cursor over the effect icon next to the character portrait.
Didn't bat an eye when that scum burst onto the deck, huh? Not bad. I have seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security offered by their position makes them that much more vulnerable to the harsh realities of warp travel. Mort has gone on ahead, clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the Arch-Militant requires aid. And be quick about it.
Fucking cat.
The stars are my canvas, and anarchy is my brush.
Alright, I'm gonna have to end this here. Fun game so far. Really fucking fun game. I'm loving it. But I'm gonna have to fucking end this soon. Damn it. Alright, whatever. I wish I had more time to play this, but I have to head to sleep for work tonight. Or work in the morning. So I will talk to you guys later. Peace out as always, and have a nice